How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Black Metal Rebellion. I'm your host, Jesse Morgan, and today we're going to do another black metal collection update. Mostly CDs with a couple of tapes at the end here. The first one is, first couple of them are actually from the Metalhead box again, from the more recent one that I've gotten. This is Heresy Arch with Death Ordinance. This was pretty damn heavy, and it was pretty darn good as well. It wasn't anything like Tetragrammaticide or Revenge or anything like that, but it was still like very chaotic, very heavy black metal with some slight death metal elements and some slight kind of like black crust or black and hardcore elements. But mostly just kind of really just intense black metal. I really enjoyed it. Once again, just like another pleasant surprise from the Metalhead box. You may not always know what you're gonna get from there, but that's not always that's not a bad thing. These guys have pretty much impressed me with everything that they've thrown in with their boxes, and I think I've only had to really get rid of like one or two out of all the boxes I've gotten. Definitely looking forward to July's box that should be arriving sometime the first week of August. But yeah, check out Heresy Arch or Arc, Heresy Arc. It was shockingly pleasing to the ears. If you're an extreme metal listener, and I was not disappointed by Death Ordinance whatsoever. The next one, really haven't listened to this too much. This is Shidem with Shrines of the Void. From what I remember listening to it, it was mostly just second wave black metal with kind of darker, maybe slower elements to it. Nothing really sticks out to me with this album that kind of inspires me to kind of talk about it. It's kind of flew under the radar, and I didn't spend as much time with this as I did with the other ones that I did get in the Metalhead box, but just basically doing this video reminds me to go back and give them a shot again, because I feel like they deserve to have a little bit more time spent on them, but I just didn't do it for some reason. I listened to them once or twice once I got the box, and that was it. But yeah, this is Shidem with Shrines of the Void. Check them out. Let me know what you think of them. Maybe you think they're really, really good, and I'm an idiot for not spending more time with that band. This one really, really shocked me and impressed me. This is the split with Diablerie and Shadowcraft. Yeah, it's called Entropy. Now, both of these bands were supposedly symphonic black metal, and once again, you should know how I feel about symphonic black metal. I'm not the biggest fan of that subgenre of black metal, but these guys, I don't know, man, it changed my mind on that genre. It basically opened my eyes to going, oh wow, there can actually be some really decent, talented, enjoyable bands within the symphonic black metal subgenre. And once again, sort of like Hyperion, these guys did it right. They didn't have keyboards and synths coming out of their ass. They didn't make it the forefront of the music. It was in there where it needed to be, and like out again. Both of these bands were really impressive. These guys stood out a hell of a lot more than Shidem to me, and they're just, from what I'm aware, just second wave black metal, which is normally what's more up my alley. But yeah, Diablerie was really good, very kind of venomous second wave black metal with the odd symphonic element in there. Shadowcraft was also really cool, very dark, very creepy kind of black metal with, once again, only a little bit of symphonics and keys and synths in there. and the masks they wear are kind of neat too. I don't know if you can really see that, but that's them at the bottom there. That is some really cool shit. And if anyone who has watched this channel for any time knows, I am a huge fan of bands with masks. Now, of course, I'm more into the music, but if they're talented enough and they wear masks, that just sparks my interest like even more. Really cool stuff. Definitely check out the Split and give each band a proper listen. That's Diablerie and Shadowcraft. Really cool to get that in the box, and it's somehow changing my mind on symphonic black metal. Alright, next, I kind of just started getting into these guys. I like the second album a little bit more. I think I first saw them while perusing the Tour de Garde shop on Discogs, and then I think Wyatt kind of showed off one or two of their albums a while back, and then sparked my interest in them again, and I finally got around to picking up the first album by these guys. This is Amistry. The album Extermination followed by Cryptic Silence. Really good second wave black metal, fast, really neat riffs, very groovy, I guess. There's a lot of catchy kind of riffs in there. It's not just one tremolo, one kind of flat noted tremolo after another. It's actually really good stuff. The vocals are really good. I wish my vocals were as good as the dude in Amistry. It's just really cool stuff. The second album is definitely more my style, a little bit better than this one, but I'm going to eventually get all their stuff on physical copies anyways, so I figure I might as well just start with the first one and work my way up in discography, because I like to keep things chronological. Sometimes I accidentally get a band's newest album first and then work my way backwards, but if I can, I try to start with the first one and work my way to the present. So this is Amistry with Extermination followed by Cryptic Silence. Really good second wave black metal with its own unique kind of sound, excellent vocals. I highly recommend you check them out if you have not already. Yeah, do yourself a favor. Just trying to see here, Pestilence Records, but I got this from Discogs, so that's probably where they'll have to end up getting it from. Alright, the next couple of things are some really cool shit. I'm gonna show you this first, cause yeah. Alright, this is Satyricon's demo, The Forest Is My Throne. Some tracks they haven't released on anything else before except for this, but it's also a split demo with Enslaved Yggdrasil, yeah. Now this isn't what either band is known for sounding like. It's pretty interesting second wave black metal for the most part. I don't know really what to say. It's cool stuff for sure. It's neat to kind of take a look into the past for what they used to sound like before they got their kind of staple signature sound that they had going for them. I've been having my eye on this forever. Everyone who watches this channel should know by now that Satyricon is one of my top favorite black metal bands. Now that being their kind of medieval black metal, the second wave black metal, to the black and roll stuff they did. This stuff is pretty good though, really neat. It doesn't sound like the stuff they did on Dark Medieval Times or Shadow Throne, but it was nice. It was nice to see what they kind of were starting to do when they first began, as Satyricon. Back then it was just Satire and Frost Satyr doing strings and vocals, and then Frost doing drums. It says here that something had to be done sooner or later with these songs. This is the original recording of our second demo, which marked the beginning of the development of our music. So yeah, apparently the first demo they had was a different lineup, and apparently it wasn't interesting at all, so they didn't feel like they wanted to re-record it or set it down on anything, but I'm kind of glad they did this stuff. It has the tracks Black Winds, The Forest is My Throne, Mein Hyllest till Winterland, The Night of the Triumphator, and the Enslaved side has Heimdall, Alfkor Owen, Halvaler, and Nyandaheim. It also has a couple bonus tracks here: The Winter Kingdom Opus 1, Resound of Jalihorn, and Enslaved, the self-titled song. So there's quite a bit of material on this, at least 10 to 11 tracks. Definitely worth the price I paid for it. If you want to know what these guys originally sounded like, definitely check out the Forest is My Throne / Yggdrasil split demo. Really cool stuff. Alright, the next is another Enslaved CD. It finally goes with my patch. This is Enslaved with Frost. Now, I know if Lord Phobiter is watching this, he's flipping the screen off right now because this is one of his favorite Enslaved releases. I'm not sure if this is a reissue or not. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, though. I doubt this is an original pressing by any means. Frost is really good. It's probably the last bastion of decent Enslaved. Everything after that is kind of a coin toss of what you're going to hear. Melodic, Black and Death for the most part. And I love how it says Viking metal. I'm sorry, Viking metal is not a genre, not a real genre anyways. Lyrics do not determine what a genre is, sorry. The music determines what a genre is. So yeah. But, really happy to have this finally. I've been wanting to get Frost for a while. I just need to get Veld and their first album, which is Viklinger or whatever it's called. I can't pronounce it. But yeah, really cool stuff. Glad I found it at the used CD store of all places. Both of these were found at the used CD store. The last one, for CDs anyways, is Beharit. Finally got a Beharit album. This is Engram. I can't read. Really cool stuff. I really need to get Drawing Down the Moon though. This is still pretty sweet. It's got the track Pagan Moon on there. I really like Destroyer of a Thousand Worlds, All in Satan. What the fuck does that say? Something My Blood. I can't fucking read that. And Demon Advance. This is just pretty much an overall really good album. Definitely check it out if you have not already for whatever reason. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is the most recent album they've done or what. I like that. I like the green. I don't know if I can get that to show, but I like that subtle kind of green print on the disc. Nothing too overbearing, overly colorful. It's nice, kind of forest green. I don't know if I like it in this white case though. I'm gonna maybe find a black case for that and put it in there instead. Just because that looks funny to me. Doesn't that look funny to you with the white on the shoulder there or whatever that is in the margin? I mean, it sort of matches the logo, but I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna need a black insert tray for that. So, but yeah, this was really good. I still need to get Drawing Down the Moon though. Such a good album. Alright, now the last two things. Fuck, it's hot in here. For anyone who doesn't know, yes, Canada gets really fucking hot. It's like 82 degrees right now. Or 32 Celsius. Okay. I'm not sure if I've shown this or not. I don't think I have. But this is Ashpool with I don't know what number of demo this is. This one's probably like the 5th or 6th demo. This is called Together They Serve to Define the Process. Interesting stuff. He kind of went a slightly different route with this release, which is why I guess it's a demo, because yeah, I really hope Ashpool does some more stuff in the future. Pretty much like DIY with like a sticker on there, tape. The J card has some stuff on it here. It's not too interesting. Folds out like such. Oh, never mind. There's actually a pretty cool pattern on the back, but folds out like this. There's some lyrics there, and on the back it's got like stars and barbed wire. He likes to talk a lot about space and stuff like that. Space and rape. Maybe the next album he does is going to be called Ashpool, Raped in Space. Rape, the Final Frontier. But yeah. I would actually fucking die if that was actually the title of the next Ashpool release. There we go. So, yeah, this is actually really good. Even though he did take a different turn music style wise with this, it's still just Ashpool doing Ashpool. The vocals are really good. The instruments are just fantastic. I could only hope to be half as good as an instrumentalist as the dude from Ashpool. And the last thing here I'm going to show is something I'm going to be doing a review on. This is Sumus, another kind of black metal band from Alaska that sort of reminds me of Cav, as they kind of do like a really deep, brutally kind of almost death metal-y take on black metal, but it's still not Black and Death. I don't think I wouldn't consider it Black and Death. It's just, I don't know, it's just really heavy black metal, but in like a lower tone sense. Not that it's like, it's hard to explain, but yeah, this is really cool. It comes on a red, transparent red tape with the sticker there to tell you which is side A. It says Sumus with their neat logo. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. I need a better camera than my laptop. But the problem is my fucking phone gives that weird underwater sounding audio. So I mean, I can sort of fix that in the editing process with YouTube, but I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys, okay, yeah, let me know actually if you've actually watched this far. Do you care about the audio or video quality more, or do you care about the audio quality more? Because I can use, right now I can use my laptop or my phone. My laptop has the video quality that you're seeing right now, but has a better audio quality in my opinion. However, my phone has like HD video quality, but the audio is a little low and seems like it's further in the background sounding and not as crisp. I can tweak it a little bit, but yeah, let me know what you'd prefer. Alright, enough gabbing, and I'm going to show you this J card, which isn't too much. It's just this. I got copy, ooh, let's focus here, 20 out of 100, so it's fairly limited. And there's an interesting picture on the back, I guess. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. There's that. Yeah. And then there's the track listing on the inside here with the logo again. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah. But yeah, it's really good stuff. I really enjoy it. I must have listened to this, oh shit, about 10, 13 times. Just kept pressing play and flipping it over in the cassette player, and just on numerous outings and bus trips around my city. Really good stuff. Yeah, from Anchorage, Alaska. Artwork by Warhead Art. So yeah, expect a review from this sometime in the future. I also have a buddy of mine from Humanectomy sending me Emotionless in White, the new album, and I'll probably do a review on that. So if there's any Motionless in White fans, expect that sometime in the future too. Anywho, it's now reached 20 minutes. I'm sure some of you have nodded off to sleep by now. If not, kudos for sticking with me. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. Hopefully you saw something new. Hopefully you like some of these and one of these become one of your favorite new bands. Check out everything listed here. Really good stuff. Some classic stuff as well. Yep. More stuff still to come. For Glory, for the Rebellion, Slammerella out.